everyone, welcome to Let's Revise. Today we will be looking into State Information Commission. So the model question is, consider the following statements with reference to State Information Commission. First statement, it is a statutory body which consists of State Chief Information Commissioner and not more than 5 State Information Commissioners. Second one, they hold office for a term of 6 years or until they attain the age of 62 years, whichever is earlier. The third one, they are appointed by the President and are removed from the office on the same manner as that of High Court judges. And the question is, which among the statements given above is or are not correct? It is asking for not correct. So as I have stated earlier, we need to look into what is actually the demand of question, whether it is asking for correct statement or it is asking for the not correct statement or the incorrect statement. So here it is asking for the incorrect statement. So we will have a quick revision about State Information Commission. So please understand that Information Commission, that is including Chief Information Commission, Central Information Commission, as well as that of the State Information Commission, has been formed under Right to Information Act of 2005. And here it consists, at the state level, it shall consist of State Chief Information Commissioner and not more than, it is 10 Information Commissioners, that is State Information Commissioners. It is not 5, it is 10 it's 10 State Information Commissioners. And also they are appointed by the governor, they are not appointed by the President. It is actually at the central level they are appointed by the President, but here at the state level they are appointed by the governor, but it is not like, it is not on his own discretion, but it is based on the recommendation of a selection committee. And the selection committee is headed by the Chief Minister, who is actually the chairperson of the selection committee, as well as normally the leader of opposition of State Legislative Assembly, as well as a State Cabinet Minister who is nominated by the Chief Minister. So this is a 3-member committee which will be looking into it and then recommending the person who has to be appointed as the Information Commission. And they are, regarding their tenure, they will be holding office for a tenure of 5 years. It is not 6 years, it is 5 years, or till they attain the age of 65 years. Even at the state level also it is 65 years, whichever is earlier. So these are the important criteria regarding the removal. They can be removed from the office by the governor. Here also it is not the President, it is the governor who will be removing him or her. And there are certain criteria. First and foremost, if he or she is adjudged as an insolvent, or he or she has been convicted in an offence which in the opinion of governor involves a moral turpitude. Next one, he or she also engages in a paid employment as well as, or he or she is unfit due to infirmity in mind. And apart from this is also an important criteria. If the governor feels, that is, he or she has acquired financial or other interest likely to affect his or her office, that is for official duties, in such a case also the governor can remove them from the office. Now regarding their work or their duties, regarding the major function of State Information Commission is that it inquires into the complaints it receives from persons who have been aggrieved by any of the reasons that has been enlisted under the RTA Act of 2005. Apart from this, where the Commission is satisfied or is satisfied that there are reasonable grounds, in such a case the Commission can go forward and initiate an inquiry thereof. And wherein the Commission conducts inquiry, in such a case the Commission will be having powers or will be acquiring powers equivalent to that of civil code. Now apart from this, regarding the second appeal before the State Information Commission will be lying before it within 90 days from the date on which the decision should have been made or actually have been received by the first appellate authority, that is from the first appellate authority. And Information Commission can also require any public authority to provide compensation to the complainant with regards to the losses the complainant has suffered, and also along with that the Information Commission can also penalize the public information officer as well as recommend for a disciplinary action if this PIO is constantly defaulting on it. So these are the major important functions of State Information Commission. Now moving back to the question, consider the following statements. So we are having this State Information Commission. It is a statutory body which consists of State Chief Information Commission and not more than 5 state information commissioners. So this is wrong. We have looked into it. It is not 5. In fact, it is 10. So which means that the first statement is wrong. Second one, they hold office for a term of 6 years or until they attain the age of 62 years, whichever is earlier. So here again it is not 6 years, it is actually 5 years or 65 years, whichever is earlier. So again, which means that the second statement is also wrong. Now the third statement, they are appointed by the president and are removed from the office on the same manner as that of the high court judges. This again is wrong. They are appointed by the governor and also removed by the governor. So which means that 1, 2 and 3 are wrong, since it is asked for the not correct statements, which means that the answer should be 1, 2 and 3. So that's it. Thank you.